Welcome back, everybody. It's Buko Boys.
The podcast in the Buko Boys studio.
I'm Dale.
And I'm Derek, a.k.a. D to the V to the O.
And we're back at ya.
Yep, you're back because you never left.
Because I didn't go anywhere, damn it.
so you were going to go to Waverly Hills.
Yeah, so all this damn hype going to Waverly Hills. Well, everybody, guess what? I had a buddy pass. And everybody that's used the buddy pass probably knows the shit I'm going through right now. You're on standby with a buddy pass. So there it was, on standby. But here's the thing. I made sure I checked the availability before I left anywhere.
Okay.
I was checking months ahead of time when I got the ticket. Plenty of open seats. All of the seats were open.
Okay.
Got a little closer. Still tons of seats open. The night before I checked, 20 seats available on that flight. I'm taking that first flight out because I just figured the earlier the better. I'm taking the first flight. I'm there in the morning before security even got there. I was the second person to get through the damn security in the morning. Anyways, get to that first flight. Completely sold out. And then I get told, look at the queue to see where my name is on this queue. I'm number 18 on standby, which means I'm 18 in line to get in on this sold out flight. So I try the next flight. The next flight, sold out. I'm number 13 on that one. I'm like, okay, let's try this again. Now it's, another couple hours later. Been at the airport 5 hours now. Try another one. And this one, and every time I get transferred to another flight, they're like, oh, there's still a few seats available still on that one. When I get to that gate and I check in there, they're like, oh, no, we're sold out. And your number, see what number I'm at. And holy shit. Finally, at the end of it, there was one last one I could try, and I was looking on my phone at the available seats, and every time I get transferred to another flight, I'll see how many's open, but by the time they're seating that flight, they're all sold out. It kept happening, and then I was at the airport for 6 hours and just
gave up.
Well, if I did make it there, I would have been late to the investigation. But even the one that would have made me late, I would have ended up, it ended up selling out anyways.
Okay.
And so it was complicated. It wasn't going to happen. I should have flown out the day before. I should have tried, because all those flights still had availability. What was the craziest thing was they were telling me at the airport, oh, you know what, it's spring break. There's a lot of people on spring break. But the craziest thing was it was only the flights heading east that were sold out.
Who's going to Louisville for?
Well, it wasn't like it was
break?
Detroit, Minneapolis.
Okay.
Those big connecting cities.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
If I wanted to fly to Denver or anywhere in California or Seattle or Mexico City or New Mexico, all the people on standby for those flights, they were like, oh, everyone on standby, come aboard. Everybody.
Not you, though.
No, none of the flights I needed. All the flights I needed were completely full. And the people I talked to that were on standby, some of them, they were telling me how they take these flights on a weekly basis. And they've never seen it even this busy on Christmas week. And he was telling me, man, if you would have taken this same flight last week, there was 80 open spots on it.
Wow.
Like, are you kidding me? So
that's weird, though. I think it's weird.
It was just it was random. And it's only those flights going to those major Eastern connection cities.
Well, when we went to San Diego in November, this past November, and I did a buddy pass for the first time. And it was a pain. Like, I missed a couple flights, too. Finally got on one, and it was sold out. Luckily, I was able to get on it.
Well, the craziest thing was the price for these tickets. Because I'm looking at the price for just these one-way short flights. They were like $500 a head.
Ooh.
And they were selling out, and there were like dozens of them. There would be a dozen of them on this flight available that I would see, a couple hours before the flight. And by the time the flight came, it was already sold out. So a dozen of those seats selling out at $500 a head. I guess it makes up for all those times when there's 80 seats available.
True. I mean, like I was telling you, I probably, because I hated that experience, because you had to drive me there, and I missed, you had to come pick me back up and take me the next day, because it just wasn't happening for me.
Right.
And I said, you know what, I was telling you, I'm not going to do buddy passes again, unless I don't care if I go or not. Like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. If I get on, great, because it's, $100. So if I get on, great. If not, no big deal.
Well, here's the thing about the situation I'm in because of the Waverly Hills investigation. I really wanted to go. This was like, I was getting a free admission and everything. It was going to be such a small group of people. I was super stoked about this. Well, I did some looking into it. I still have that buddy pass because they're still good for a year. So I've already paid for it. I'm going to use it. I can get my money back, but I figured I'm going to go when there's nothing going on. So next month, there ain't shit going on the beginning of May. There, Mother's Day's until the middle of May sometime. I mean, there's Cinco de Mayo, but no one's flying to the East Coast for Cinco de Mayo.
Flying to Mexico.
Exactly. Or they're going to Cali. But anyways, so there's nothing going on at that time. Graduations don't happen until beginning of June or end of May, so I'm in the clear there. So and I looked into public investigation, how much those cost at Waverly Hills. $75 a head. Although I'm possibility of being surrounded by a bunch of people. I'm just gonna have to be like, look, I'm a professional. You need to leave me alone. I'm gonna bring police tape and section things off and be like,
I'm here.
We're filming here, people.
So we're not gonna talk about Waverly Hills today, but stay tuned because
next month I'm gonna do it next month, y'all. Right. So we will still have an episode about Waverly Hills. I'm not a complete failure. There's still hope, everybody.
Awesome. But you did do an investigation locally here in Utah.
Yes. Just before that, on Saturday night, our team WISPs, or APS, Advanced Paranormal Services, that's the other side of our team, we held an investigation at Fear Factory. And I was in charge of a team, and just so happened that we kind of split everybody into teams, and we had certain people from our team leading each small team. So I was in charge of this team, and everyone in my team was their first investigation. I had all rookies, so I was in charge of entertaining them.
Okay.
So none of them had equipment. None of them had experienced it for themselves. They've all just kind of seen it on TV. So I had to be their Zach Baggins, if you will.
Right.
But
that was your first time there too, right?
Yes. And so I was like wanting to investigate also, but I'm having a kind of my want to investigate, and then I got these rookies that I need to show. So I did get to do some investigating still, because another team member of ours, who she was supposed to be in charge of a team, but they went around to kind of take people on a tour of the place to get a lay of the land. They should have just took us leaders that were going to lead teams for a lay of the land, not all these people that were going to investigate, because then they all kind of just got stuck and never came back. So we're all just kind of sitting around waiting for these people that are supposed to take a tour of this place, never came back. So Elisa, who was on our team, she was supposed to be in charge of her team, who just kind of wandered off on their own, but they were all already investigating on, doing their own investigations, and they had equipment, so they were already good. So she came over with me, and she helped me with the team of rookies I had.
Okay.
And she had this new device called the Phasma Box. It's an app for a PC, and it's not even for a tablet. It's only for a PC. So this is supposed to be another one of those things that pick up audio and kind of dilute it into where spirits can manipulate it and speak for them.
Okay.
And it kind of gives like an echoey effect, like it's in a hollowed out box, it kind of gives this echoey sound. And you'll have male voices and female voices.
Interesting.
And it was saying a lot of like full phrases and full words, and a lot of them. And I never really messed with it much, and I didn't get to really check the settings out. And this was Elisa's first time messing with it also.
Okay.
But after using it, we did have some times where we would be like, okay, only the females talk to us, only the female spirit in the room talk to us, and it would be just a female voice. Or sometimes when we'd ask, okay, only the male voice that's coming through, we only want to hear it from the male. Yeah. And then it was pretty much on command like that. But what I didn't like about this thing was that, being that it was on a PC and we were going to different areas of this location, she would close her PC down, and then we'd walk and then reopen it and start the program back up. Well, there was a phrase that spit out in a woman's voice in one room, and it was kind of like, okay, well, that's a weird, why would it say that? Because it didn't really make any sense. And then later in another room, it was the identical phrase, same woman's voice, sounded identical and everything. Like, we heard that same thing over in that other room. So I'm wondering, is it just got a bunch of generated phrases that it just kind of spits out on its own?
Okay.
So I wasn't really digging it.
Good to know.
I would like to mess with it more. Maybe it does have a lot of these phrases that it can pull from. Maybe there's a way to slow things down, speed things up, to where it can manipulate it more instead of just kind of randomly blurting things out that the program wants to. But I'm not really sold on it.
So what did you guys get any like good evidence while you're out there?
You know what? For as haunted as they say this place is, there was only one time where I actually felt some energy from spirits.
Okay.
Other time, and you know what? Like the K2 meter never went off once the whole time. Oh. And my other meter that picks up the other one that makes noise, the new one I got, it was picking up some EMF. I guess radiation, but not like high spikes of other stuff. And so wasn't really getting a lot of action from that. The Ghost Meter Pro picked up a couple things that we were able to ask some questions, and then we were able to kind of correlate the questions we were asking and then asking for the female that we were talking to, come through the Phasma box, and then we were getting female responses. One thing on there that was pretty cool was the name Layla came out. And we were talking to the spirit girl named Layla. That came out of the Phasma box, but it also correlated with what we were talking to on the Ghost Meter Pro. It was confirming it on the Ghost Meter Pro, and then it said it's the name Layla multiple times later when we were kind of asking, hey, is your name Layla or whatever? Can you say your name again, please? Wasn't sure if we heard it right. And we heard it 2 other times, Layla. But also, I don't know if that Phasma box has a microphone and it's kind of using our words.
Okay.
Don't really know yet. I still need to look more into that Phasma box. Not really sold on it yet, but it was kind of doing some correlations with the Ghost Meter Pro.
Okay.
But we were in other sections of there. There was some creepy areas, though. Some spots look super creepy. I could see how if you were like closing up the place at night and had to walk through there by yourself. Yeah, I could see people getting pretty creeped out.
So when you guys were out there, because it's a haunted house during the season, obviously?
It's a haunted attraction. And yes, all the props are still up.
Okay, so I had a lot of props up. Any of those scare you? Like you ran into those?
No, I was kind of expecting to see all those. So there was a lot of props up there. Just didn't get a lot of action. I mean, that's just the thing though. When you're investigating the paranormal, it's like fishing. You could say it's a lot like fishing. There's nights where you can go. I mean, you could go to a lake where you've caught a ton of fish, and then you just go there and just nothing, good. Get skunked. I wouldn't say I was skunked. There were some people that came along with us. My buddy Lucio. What's up, Lucio? He came out. This was his first investigation. I haven't seen him in years. And he listens to the show, and he's like, dude, I want to go with you guys. So
awesome.
He came out. He investigated with me. So he got his first time. And he we got enough to spook him pretty good. Like, he was like, man, I still can't sleep since that night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But for me, it wasn't a lot of action. I would have liked to have had more interaction with spirits,
because we're hardcore like that.
Yeah, we don't fuck around. but it was enough for Lucio to have a good time and still have some cool experiences to take home with him. Hope it wasn't a ghost. Just kidding. You don't have any ghosts with you, bro. Just kidding.
That's good though. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I still want to do it one someday. I do want to do Fear Factor.
I would go back. I would go back and investigate.
Yeah, because you're right. It's hit and miss. You never know. There's no guarantees.
But I would like to go back, not leading a team, so I can kind of concentrate more on investigating.
Yeah, like having fun. And
because I am kind of keeping my eye on where people are at and keeping them together, and then trying to make sure they are entertained, showing them how to use my devices so they can use them themselves. Right. So
cool.
So that was a pretty cool, place. I would like to go back, like I said. But you do hear a lot of traffic noise. You do hear a lot of cars in some of those silos. You're in some of these big silos, and you do hear a lot of traffic because you're right next to the freeway.
True.
So a little bit later into the night, there probably won't be as much.
Yeah, as the traffic dies down.
Yeah.
Maybe like during the week, so it's not like because it's near where people will be going on and off for like one of the clubs and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So like during the week would probably be a good time too.
Yep. So I would go back. I do want to do Asylum 49 also. That's another one here in Utah that it's a really popular place. Lots of spirits. I'll go there someday.
Well, yeah, one day we gotta go to it.
I know.
So we have a local story, and did somebody mention us on the story on the
Yeah,
Facebook or
Mike
something?
Oya did.
Yeah, Mike, what up, man? Mike's always interacting with our social medias. I appreciate it, man.
We've known Mike since we were lads.
Little
Just
acorns.
Little acorns on the tree.
For sure. That's awesome. Yeah. So he tagged us in a story, and it was actually what I was thinking about talking about. But there's this, I don't know, minor league, pro league. I don't know how to describe
new
it.
type of football league that tried to come out and was like, "Hey, we're the next new thing. We play football too, but we're not NFL. We're AAF or what were they called?
Yes.
Is it AAF?
I think it was. And but there's only 8 teams though. I know they were trying to hope to build up some steam and get some more, but they only had 8 teams, and Utah had their own team.
The Utah Stallions. We talked about them when they first came out.
And I was hearing that they were selling like 9,000 tickets to each game. But when I know people that would go, like I know like our cousin Tina, she would go with her husband, and they would show pictures, and it didn't look like there's 9,000 people in the stadium. So it was interesting, but I guess they went bankrupt is what I was hearing.
Yeah, I could see that.
So 8 teams. I guess there's 2 teams left, and like Utah, for example, was 3-5, and they had a chance at the playoffs. I said, interesting.
Already?
Yeah, but because there's only 2 games left, but I guess when there's only 8 teams, it's
easy to get through.
Yeah, it's not as hard. But when I was thinking of that, and I was like, man, there's been, because they were trying to act like they were some also type of, it was being advertised as a pro league, and for me, it's like NFL is pinnacle, like that's everyone's goal, right? If you play football, your goal is NFL.
Oh yeah,
and I guess if not, then you'll take a second best of Canada. Maybe you'll go to Canada.
Does Canada have an American football team?
Yeah, because a lot of players would go there. They didn't get drafted.
That's right. I remember that.
So like, I think the Canadian League is like half American that didn't make it to the NFL. Yeah. So, but you know, I was kind of thinking. I was just telling you right now. I said it reminded me of all these other like leagues that try to get going.
And I forgot about these. So you
like,
brought it up.
Vince McMahon tried to do the XFL.
Yeah, so wasn't it supposed to be just like no out of bounds, just like you tackle hard, or
I think so. And like the cheerleaders were like in really, really skimpy outfits, I think. And
Vince McMahon, he's a man's man, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
I remember watching that WCW as a teenager, young teen, like 12, 13. And like, man, he's such a weasel. He's such a weasel, that guy.
Yeah.
He was always playing a bad guy. Yeah, WWF. He was always playing a bad guy. He was like, F him. Vince McMahon's a weasel. And then he got all jacked. Then he got jacked.
Steroids.
And then he started like stomping on dudes, you know, for the show.
He had his walk when he would come out.
Yeah, that shit was funny. That was...
Yeah, so then he did this XFL, and that he was like praising this up. He dumped a bunch of money into it. He was like, oh, this is gonna be huge. This is the next thing, and that bombed.
Yeah, it did.
I know. We had like a couple. You had that arena football league.
Yeah, that came and went really fast.
I don't know if that's still around. I know Utah had a team, and then Utah lost a team, and I don't know if they ever like did anything else. I don't know. I don't know if they continued or not. Once Utah lost their team, I didn't pay attention, but a lot of these leagues just they don't work.
What about the lingerie league? Is that still a thing?
I do think that's a thing, but it's not talked about as much. Maybe as much as it should. I think it should be talked about more.
Yeah.
Or shown more.
If it's still on, I mean, it's got fans.
I don't even know where to watch it, but I would.
But I remember they tackle hard.
Yeah, I've seen some of it. Yeah, they come in. They throw that shoulder down and ram.
Yeah, from the clips I've seen on Facebook, they tackle pretty hard.
Would you watch it?
If it was on? Yeah.
Okay. If it was on, you wouldn't change the channel?
No.
Okay.
I'd watch it.
I think I would watch it.
Because they look pretty competitive. I mean, they're playing hard. They're playing tackle.
But I think some of the draw which would be for me, is that you hope someone loses a top or something, right?
It doesn't happen, does it?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's happened.
But I think there's always that hope, that hope that it does.
I know, but it's always on a delay. You're never going to see it.
It's true.
You're watching it live. You got to be there. You got to buy tickets. That's what's keeping it alive, is people buying tickets hoping for that nip slip.
Did that? did it start from like those things before the Super Bowl would start? I think
It
that's how
started as a halftime show.
Oh.
It would be a pay-per-view event. During halftime, you would watch the Lingerie Bowl. And it was like, I don't know what the pay-per-view event cost, but yeah, it was only during halftime.
All right.
And then it kind of turned into more of like a league, I guess. And there was more teams, and they were playing full games and playing full contact football.
Yeah. And I like the Puppy Bowl.
I never watched the Puppy Bowl.
I never watched.
You know what? Never mind. I did try to watch the Puppy Bowl because I was like, let's see what this is all about. And I switched to it, and all it was just puppies playing in a room.
Awesome. That's awesome.
It got boring real fast.
Yeah, but I love puppies, so I watch.
You don't even have puppies.
I know. That's why I love.
You
watching
love
them.
my puppies.
I come over here just to play with your dog sometimes.
But you don't even have your own.
Oh my gosh, they are all over me today.
You know why?
They love me.
Because they know what's coming. They're getting their asses fixed. I'm getting some behavior training classes for those little jerks. They need to learn how to shut the hell up. I don't know if you heard them on the show. I'm sure you have.
You hear them yapping.
Yeah, we're gonna put a stop to that.
That's funny.
No, I'm just getting their behaviors in line, because they get way overexcited, bark excessively. Taking them on walks, they see somebody, they freak out. And Manny, he's my mini Schnauzer Yorkie mix. He's a Schnorky designer's breed. Anyways, he doesn't even bark. He screams at people. He goes, hey! Hey, you! Oh, yeah, you! That's what he sounds like.
He does sound like that. He gets it from you, I think.
No. Kodo gets his from me.
Because he's black.
And he swears a lot. You can hear him barking right now.
Yeah, we hear him on our headphones. I don't know if
Yeah.
we get picked up, but yeah.
Shit. But anyways, what other leagues came out? Sorry to ramble on about something else.
That's all I can think of. Like the arena, the XFL, you have your lingerie, puppy bowl.
No, there was more.
They had an indoor. It was
the indoor league. There was an indoor one.
league, and Utah had one.
And there was no out of bounds on that one.
Yeah, you can hit them into the thing. So Utah had a team called the Warriors, and I went to every game because my boy Sean Kojima played, and I went up to every home game that there was, and it was cool. They went to like a championship type of game, and yeah, it just didn't last. Like none of those last.
I don't think they get enough sponsors.
You think that's it? You think they might be sponsors? Because you know what? Some of those games, they would get pretty busy. Like, I'd see a lot of people there.
I don't think it was consistent enough, and they weren't getting enough sponsors to advertise there, so they weren't getting that money coming in.
I know they were trying to get, like, I did a lot of like, the buy one, get one free tickets. I know I took advantage of that a lot, so. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything that we could start, like football wise, where people are gonna say, "Yeah, I'm doing this. Like I'm all about this." That would bring a big enough crowd. I just think the NFL is
it's kind of too big now.
And I know people they get sick of the NFL. Like they have their waves. Like right now, there's a down wave of the NFL because of the whole kneeling, the commissioner, how he handles it, the abuse that some of the players do on like their girlfriends or wives, and they don't feel like it's getting acted on enough. So I know it's like on a downward kind of slope, the NFL, but it'll come back up.
Yeah, people are too invested with how much money they've put into like merchandise.
Yeah,
people put a lot of money into merchandise and invested a lot of time in their team that they grew up loving. So they just kind of stick with it.
Right.
I don't see them switching over.
It's
Unless
true.
you got like a San Diego Charger fan where their teams change cities, now you're kind of a free agent fan.
Yeah.
Kind of looking for something out there.
Come on, Sully. But yeah, we're not going to get one.
Yeah.
We won't get one.
So, there's been some, big things in the news lately. Is that Nipsey Hussle murder case?
Yeah.
I've heard of this dude before, but I've never listened to his music.
Same thing. You brought this up to me, and you told me kind of like there's some type of controversy with it. I was like, interesting. I know the name. You're right. I know the name. Don't know one song. We were actually kind of playing some songs to see. Hey, let's see how it sounds. It's definitely that auto-tune mumble.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
not mumbling.
Yeah.
But he's just like monotone, but auto-tune monotone.
Yeah.
And he's just like talking and talking. But like half of the things he says doesn't rhyme. He like tries to make it like go together, but it doesn't. It doesn't sound good at all. He just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, all right. Well, there was a rhyme. Just wait for like another 20 seconds. Oh, there was a rhyme.
So tell me what you were saying, because you told me this, and then I'm a big fan of a gentleman named Gary Vaynerchuk, and he's a like an entrepreneur, teaches about things like entrepreneurism basically, and he did some interviews with Nipsey, and he actually did like a mashup today that I was listening to on his podcast, Gary's podcast, and he did a mashup, and I'm just kind of listening to kind of some of their conversations, and he actually seemed like he had a really good mind on him, like entrepreneurial, because where they were at, where he was shot and killed at, was in front of his clothing store.
Yeah, so he was actually doing a lot of good things for the community and just for his own, bettering himself. And he had the right entrepreneur mindset, and he had goals set, and he was making things happen, and he was helping other people out also. So, I mean, even though I'm not a fan of his music, the kind of person he is showed through that. He seems like a really genuine, good person that's just trying to better himself and better his community and better people that surround him. And in fact, when he was shot, he had a dude with him who also ended up getting some bullets, but he survived. He had just gotten out of prison, and Nipsey Hussle took him to his store to get him some clothes so he can go out and better himself.
Right.
So he was, in the middle of doing something good, but I guess he kicked this guy out of his store.
Like earlier that day, and
the guy came back and started blasting on him.
Yeah.
Because when they first showed him be dead, I'm like, oh, some gang violence, and yeah, he's a Crip. He's a Crip.
Yeah,
right?
we looked it up.
So, thinking, oh, okay, there's some gang violence. But then I just saw some things that got put out there where he was doing a documentary on this Dr. Sebi. But, with that controversy itself, it got smashed because they found the dude that did the shooting.
Right, yeah.
But that controversy in itself of what that Dr. Sebi was doing, that was crazy.
Yeah, you told me about it. It sounded really interesting. So go ahead and talk about it.
So that Dr. Sebi, he was claiming that he was able to cure AIDS holistically.
Okay.
With like a high alkaline diet, and was able to cure all these other virus, like what was the other ones? There was herpes. There was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all these other viruses that they say you cannot cure. He was saying he cured them.
You got the cure for herpes?
And the HIVs.
Okay.
But so big pharma. I mean, you're messing with billion-dollar things, And Nipsey had this interview where he was talking about it. And he was like, "Yeah, I mean, people are getting killed for a couple thousand, and then here you are messing with pharmaceutical money. That's in the billions."
Gotcha.
So this doctor, he's out there, and I guess they were taking him to court for what he's saying, I guess, and he beat all these cases.
Okay, the doctor did?
Yeah, the doctor said he beat all these cases that were against him that these pharmaceutical companies were trying to come after him for. So anyways, he beat these cases, but he was getting no publicity whatsoever. And then I think 2016 ended up getting killed mysteriously. No,
the doctor did?
Yeah, the doctor did.
Huh.
And of course, because you're messing with this big pharma's money. Well, in that interview, Nipsey was saying, don't be surprised if these guys kill me too.
Wow.
So, and that was just recently.
Just because they were talking about it?
Because he's doing a documentary on this Dr. Sebi to bring attention to what he was doing. He was, curing people of these diseases holistically, teaching people about this, where you don't need to spend millions of dollars on pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
But to big pharmacy, that's money out of their pocket, because they're not in the business of curing people. They're in the business of putting Band-Aids on people. Because Band-Aids are only temporary. All they're going to do is just keep giving you Band-Aids. they're not going to fix the problem because you'll just keep buying Band-Aids. You buy the problem, you're not going to need Band-Aids anymore.
Sure.
I mean, you cure the problem, you won't need Band-Aids. So they're out of business that way. So anyone putting them out of business, they're going to try to put a stop to it.
Yeah.
Which is why, they're fighting, they're anti-cannabis. Because cannabis, a plant, cures or helps a lot of different things. And that's going to take their money away. It's already taken a lot of their money away in the states that have legalized it. So that was just a crazy, crazy circumstance that he's doing this documentary on this guy. Talks about, you don't be surprised if I end up getting killed over this.
Yeah.
And then boom, within weeks he's dead.
So the guy definitely got brought up, right?
Yeah.
He mentioned it to me. I was like, wow, interesting. And then we realized, okay, it was probably some gang shooting. Then find out it wasn't even that probably either. It was just
a disgruntled customer.
Say, kick me out.
But they had once they found out they had a lead on somebody, they had the whole city looking for this guy. I'm surprised they were able to catch him alive. The whole city wanted this guy dead.
Interesting.
Which I didn't know why this guy had such a huge fan base. His raps aren't that good. Sorry to all the Nipsey Hussle fans. I like the dude for what he's done and what he was trying to do for the community and the city and all that.
Right.
But his rap sucks. I like the dude. I didn't even know the guy's shit at all until after he got killed, and then I kind of looked more into him.
But it's kind of unfortunate, right? Like it's unfortunate when people are trying to make big impacts. And you don't even realize it till after they're gone, then they start talking about it. You're like, oh man, I didn't even know.
You know what? They were also trying to tie his death in with like Lisa Left Eye Lopez, because when she got killed in Honduras.
Yeah.
I guess she was kind of researching the same stuff with this high alkaline diet curing things.
Oh, interesting.
I heard she was doing the same thing and trying to bring this into light and to get more people involved in what this is, and she ended up getting killed there in Honduras with the brakes. All of a sudden, the brakes on this bus failed.
Interesting.
Weird, right?
I like her rap though.
Yeah, she could rap.
Yeah.
She could hear her words and they actually rhymed.
Yeah, exactly. She had a good voice with it too. So anyway, rest in peace, Lisa Left Eye Lopez and Nipsey Hussle.
Rest in peace, guys.
Now today we had a fun little event this morning.
So now we're pretty much professional pickleball players.
Yeah, we're pretty much professional. We're ready for the big leagues.
We're ready for this. If y'all want to come at us. We'll take
You'll
anybody.
Be disappointed, just saying.
Yeah, so this is our first game today. This is our first time playing pickleball, and we mastered it.
Yeah, we're pros.
We're ready to go pro.
I think we spent like an hour watching YouTube videos. We spent
maybe
a couple
not even
hours.
that.
Maybe not even. And then we're studying the rules and then watching videos. And then we played like 2 hours today. We're ready for the big league.
Yeah, we can do this now. We're ready to take on anybody.
So you guys better watch out. It was fun though.
Yeah,
I liked it. Because we got a starter set. We're like, okay, because these paddles, I mean, they get up to $100 for these pickleball paddles.
Yeah, so they range from $10 to $200.
Right.
So we started with a $10 paddle.
We said, okay, let's get like this starter set. Let's just try it out, see if we even like it. It's it's not gonna hit the wallet hard. And we had a good time. I had a good time.
I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm gonna be playing more and taking all oncomers, kicking all people's asses.
It was a little windy when we played today, so that kind of probably helped a little bit. It was a little cold, kind of moved the ball too much, but I mean that probably made us even better. It really heightened our skills for sure.
For sure.
So now on a calm day, we'll kill it. We're killing it. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait till the sun comes up. Where it's like warmer because we're still in April, so it's a little chilly. So I can't wait till the sun's out, take our shirt off, get some sun, keep our tan going.
Yeah, and I felt it in my legs after we were done. I was kind of a little sore afterwards.
It was a weird transition for me because I play a lot of racquetball, so those balls bounce and pickleball doesn't bounce as much. So I wasn't really used to it.
Oh yeah, let's kind of explain to people what pickleball is.
Okay.
So the ball itself is a wiffle ball.
Well, imagine tennis, not as extreme.
Yeah, it was small, like half the size. The court's like half the size of a tennis court.
And then your paddles are like ping pong.
giant ping pong.
Yeah, like giant ping pong paddles.
But a little bit longer. Like a mix. If you mix the ping pong paddle with a racquetball racket.
Yeah, there you go.
If you mix those two together, that's what a pickleball racket looks like.
Yeah,
and,
you got it.
And then you use a wiffle ball.
Like a giant wiffle ball that's a lot more firm.
Not a giant, regular size wiffle ball.
Actually, I haven't used a wiffle ball forever, so I don't even remember the size.
They're about that size,
okay.
But they're thinner. This one's a lot thicker.
Yeah, because it has to have a good bounce.
Yeah, so we're pro now.
Yeah. So it was fun. We learned the rules. We got out there and smashed it.
So if any of you guys want to get your asses kicked, come at us. We can do this. We'll beat all of your asses.
Buko Boys versus you.
Losers versus losers. Buko Boys versus all you losers out there.
Yeah, I want to know who plays pickleball. Let's get some games going.
A couple people hit me up though. Like my boy Jave that worked with me, he was saying that he plays pickleball. When I had just kind of posted it on Snapchat that we just bought it,
Yeah.
And so he hit me up and he's like, "Hey man, let me know when you guys play." He plays too. So I was like, "Sure, bro."
So he plays?
Yeah.
So how does he feel knowing that we played only once and we could kick his ass?
I haven't talked to him yet, but I kind of gave him a warning ahead of time, and I was like, "All right, yeah, man, let me know whenever you're ready to get your ass beat. Just let me know." So it's coming his way. Here it is.
So yeah, hey, it's a good exercise. I like it.
Yeah, it is.
Because I mean. All right, so it was started up, from my understanding, it was started up as a lower impact for seniors, like that used to like tennis or just wanted to more exercise. It started off as something more low impact, but we're basically like just hitting the ball back and forth. But we're like, we're like hustling. We're trying to like get in the corners and be sneaky, and so you get moving.
Yeah, you sprinting from side to side because we're hitting it. I mean, we had some really good volleys back and forth, and so you're sprinting side to side, keeping it going. And but I could see if you were playing couples, it's a little less impact, a little less running because you're only playing that little square. So if you're playing doubles against doubles, I could see that being a lot less exercise. But we start hardcore when we do anything.
Yeah, I mean, this is how we are. And we're pros now.
Yeah, we play singles. We play singles because they were badass.
It's crazy that we're already professional. That's
I know.
Crazy.
One day, who would have thought the Buko Boys going pro?
I thought, yeah.
Just kidding. We all knew. We all knew what was gonna happen.
It was fun though. I can't wait to. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to playing again tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope the sun keeps shining because it's been raining. Today was the first day with a break in the weather. I think it's supposed to rain again all weekend. So.
Oh man. What we can do indoor?
Where though? Oh, Murray Park.
Yeah.
Murray Park had an indoor pickleball court. All right, we're going to Murray Park.
Indoor.
Who wants to come get their ass beat? Let us know. Saturday?
You're getting warned now. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right, we got so this is the time of season. So we're in April. A couple weeks from now, we got Easter. So what's all over the shelves?
Easter candy.
Easter candy, especially when you think Easter candy.
Those damn Peeps. Those damn marshmallow Peeps.
Marshmallow. Are you a big fan of Peeps?
No, I'm not.
My daughter is. She loves it.
A lot of people are. No, so does my daughter. She likes Peeps.
Oh, speaking of daughters, guess who's having another one?
You're having a daughter.
Yes. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you can actually just go right to my channel. You'll see the video, but you can also look it up. It was called Baby Gender Reveal with Coconut. Yeah. We wanted to. I was like, I want to do a gender reveal. I don't want to do a party though, but I want to do like a gender reveal. And I was like, I want to do something different. Well, obviously, since I'm a Buko boy, I was like, let's do it with a coconut. So what me and my wife Edna did is we got a coconut. You gave me the machete so I can chop this sucker open. We sprinkled some pink sugar on the inside. So I cut the top off, sprinkled some pink sugar, chopped that sucker in half, and inside was pink. So we found out we are having a girl. And we're excited. It was not... Honestly, I really had this strong feeling it was going to be a boy. I just felt it. Like in my bones, I felt it.
You just wanted it to be a boy.
And when they told me... that was probably it too. I really wanted a boy. And when they told me it was a girl, I think... I was standing the whole time. I think I sat down. I was like, Interesting.
We just start over.
Let's hey nurse, let's hit the rewind button. Let's look at this again.
Let's double check this for a wiener. Let's look at this harder.
Yeah, that's what I said. So where's some testes at over here? But anyway, I digress. Anyway, it's Peep season. Our daughters love Peeps.
So you know what? There's the regular flavors out there. But this year there were some new ones.
The regular flavors, yellow, blue.
Yeah, no, this one tastes like blue, this one tastes like purple. But no, they started coming out with flavors. Yeah. So like last year or the year before, it was like a sour watermelon and a sour cherry. Those ones were actually really damn good.
I had the sour watermelon one. It was good.
They were both really good.
I didn't try the cherry one.
You're missing out. I would say sour Peeps is the way to go. But this year, there's some new flavors out, and we figured, you know what, we better try these for everybody out there.
We do this for you guys.
Yeah, this is all research. This is all research.
I hope you guys appreciate this.
You guys better appreciate it.
We're biting the bullet here. We don't know.
We're paying for it, for your entertainment. For this first one we have here is the Peeps Delights.
We got 4 flavors, and we got cereal.
Yep.
I'm excited. All right,
so first one, Peeps Delights Vanilla Creme.
Vanilla creme.
It's flavored marshmallow dipped in decadent creme flavored fudge.
Oh, it's dipped. Okay.
Yep. So this is
we got a couple that are dipped then, huh?
No, let's just read them all off first.
Okay.
The next one we have is another Peeps Delights marshmallow. It's your regular yellow Peep, but it is dipped in decadent milk chocolate.
All right.
The other one we have is another Delights. This one's filled. So this one's a chocolate Peep and dipped in chocolate and chocolate caramel swirl
on the inside.
Because it's filled.
Really interesting.
And then we have your regular Peeps, but a flavored one. It's party cake.
Has a confetti look to it.
Yeah, it's got the confetti colors all over. It looks like sparkles. Looks like a birthday cake. And then we have the cereal.
Okay.
All right, so let's start with vanilla creme.
I don't know if I need the whole one.
Just eat a whole one.
Oh,
we can do it. It's for the people.
All right.
Cheers.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
I like Peeps. I can't eat like a whole bunch of them. I could when I was a kid. Okay, I like that. Like caramel, not caramel, freaking white fudge.
The white fudge is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
For being a Peep, I'm not a Peep fan.
No, that one next.
This one next?
Yeah.
Okay, the yellow one?
Yeah,
the regular marshmallow dipped in chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually haven't had Peeps in a long time. This is kind of good. I forgot. I haven't had them for so long.
So this is your average yellow Peep, just dipped in chocolate.
Looks like a little rubber ducky.
Okay. It's just a way to make Peeps better, I guess.
I think I like it without the milk chocolate. I definitely like the white chocolate better.
Yeah, I think the white chocolate was better.
For sure.
All right, now this is the chocolate on chocolate with caramel swirl inside.
Now this one sounds fun.
Yeah. For research, everybody.
Okay.
I'm a fan of this one.
You got the caramel on the inside. Interesting.
Holy shit. I just thought about the best thing in the world for these.
Wow.
You can use this as a s'more. There's everything you need for a s'more besides the graham. Did I just come up with something amazing?
Why didn't you think of that before we did this? Go get some grams.
And a fire. I need to start a fire in here.
That's a good idea.
Holy shit. Okay, everybody go buy these. These are the Phil Delights Chocolate Caramel Swirl. And go get yourself some graham crackers.
Uh-huh.
And this shit will blow your mind.
All right, get the next one ready.
Okay, hold on. I had to finish that one. Oh, good. This is the big package. All right, party cake time.
All right.
All right, last one.
Standard one. Okay, there's definitely a flavor. I prefer the OG over the party.
This one just tastes way, 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 way too sweet. Sweeter than your average marshmallow.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better if it was like Pop Rocks and less sugar.
All right, now for the cereal. So when we got these Peeps on their way out, we saw the cereal. We said, wait a minute, we got to add this. And on the back is a little board game so kids can get distracted while they eat their cereal.
Do they use their cereal as game pieces?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's get open here.
Yeah, this chocolate caramel swirl one.
We're not getting a bowl of cereal for this right now. We're just going to grab a handful here.
See if it's worth it. Because you know what? We missed out on the chance for the Sour Patch Kid cereal. We were not missing out our chance on the Peeps.
So you got like pink and yellow O's. Look almost like Fruit Loops.
Is there supposed to be marshmallows in here?
Yeah, there's a piece of marshmallow.
How did I get a handful with no marshmallows in there?
Well, I got a whole handful. I got one marshmallow.
Okay.
So they're really chintzy on the marshmallows on this.
No, there's a lot in here. I see a ton in here, but for some reason they don't just come out freely.
It kind of tastes like Fruit Loops. Oh, there's blue. So there's blue, pink, and yellow. Blue, pink, and yellow O's and some marshmallow pieces.
Nah, it just tastes like sugary cereal.
Like almost like Fruit Loopy, right?
No, not Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops actually has a distinctive flavor.
Yeah.
This is generic sweet.
Yeah.
Generic sweet cornos.
Your kids will like it.
Yeah, kids will like it just for the colors on the box. Seasonal.
And it's sugar.
And it's full of sugar. And we got it at Target, so, you know, grow your kids up to be basic again.
My favorite was the white chocolate.
The white chocolate?
The dipped in white chocolate.
Mine
the vanilla
was,
creme.
Mine was the chocolate on chocolate with caramel swirl. Because it tasted completely different than what Peeps, just the normal marshmallow flavor, because it's a chocolate marshmallow.
It was my second favorite. I did like that one. I wish we'd have thought of the graham earlier, though. That would have been good.
Well, we would have never thought of that until after we tried it.
You're right.
Well, this summer, I guess we're going to have to stock up on these
now. Try it out.
So we have it for summer. Hope they don't go to shit on us.
Well, awesome. I think that's a show.
That is the show, everybody.
Hey, thanks again for watching and listening to the Buko Boys podcast.
We will join you next week where we will talk about other fun things, because that's all we talk about.
Exactly. All right, guys.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.